Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome. So, about 15 minutes before I was supposed to go live, I find out that the executive producer's water fountain has broken and is no longer pumping. I don't know where any of our spare, water dishes or stuff are, and it's in such a format that you can't really use it as standing water particularly easily. It's a pretty crummy fountain. So I'm texting Scoop and fucking trying to figure shit out. So I'm just sprinting out to Petco to get any fountain so that he has something to drink. I'm only a few minutes late, but I'm scrambling as I get home, unpack a water fountain, go upstairs, go live with a 5-minute warning, go back downstairs, wash the water fountain so that it's clean, fill it up, set it up for him, then come back here to be back to find an ad running. And now we're here. Hi. Hello. Oh, God. Yeah, this was all because of you. Hi. You didn't do it, I don't think. I think we've had that fountain for a little while, but, good Lord, that was... Hi. Meow Store. I will check that out after and or if, the one we have bites it next. Scoop bought one as well and ordered it and shipped it here, so we'll have a backup at the very least. Because I didn't have... Yeah, hi. Oh. Yes, hello. Oh, look at him. Yeah, hi. You want to say hi to the people? Oh, he buzzing. Hello, Scoop. Hello, Annie Danny. Hello, Pegasus Bat Spider. Welcome in. Happy for you all to be here. He has water. He's good. And Annie Danny, I'm not sure if I got a decent one or a stopgap one either. I kind of got the first one that looked okay that I saw. I was in a hurry. But they gave the person at the PetSmart, Petco, whichever one I went to. I think it's a Petco. Are they the same store? But they gave the person at the Petco a chair at the cash register, and I was like, fuck yeah. Awesome. Because I'm not a fucking weird boomer. And I don't care if the person who's checking me out fucking is standing or not. Do you want to get comfortable, bud? Or are you going to just, keep spinning around in my lap and slapping me in the face with your tail? Huh? What's the play here? Oh, you are slamming your head into my hand. Whoop. There he goes. Anyway, he's so excited about water. I'm sure that's what he's excited about. Hi. Hello. Please sit down. No, we're simply not doing this. All right, so we'll work around him. Let's pop over to the game cam. Okay. He sat down. 12 minutes into stream time, admittedly with a short, late start, he sat down. Okay, what the hell do we still have? Right, we have to talk to Artemy about... Right, we found weird blood last time. Right. This was from the shot soldier underneath the polyhedron. He had some of what I am presuming to be that crazy oryx blood that Artemy can make the panacea out of. We have the Maria Cana quest that I think is broken because she just won't talk to me. And we have this one to talk to Artemy before I think we move on to day 10. What do we still have? The plague. When do we still have it? Day 10. Oh wait, no. I'm going the wrong way. Hey, I know I just threatened you, but I'm gonna do it again. Alright, alright, alright. Burak!
Nandi.
What's happened, Oinon? I have a blood sample on me. Take a look at it, please. I'd like to have your opinion. What is this blood? First of all, promise me this stays between us. This might be dangerous. They did warn me that you were seeing conspiracies everywhere. Just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean they're not after me. All right, be it your way. My lips are sealed, I promise. Not because I believe you're right, but because you asked. What is this blood that you've decided to show me? A corpse was found under the polyhedron today. I examined it. There was far more blood than there should have been given the damage. And? I found that suspicious, so I took a blood sample. It's not just human. Human blood is mixed with animal blood. Bull blood, I think. That's why I came to you. This is weird. The simplest answer is that someone gutted a bull right there next to the tower. I've never heard anything about a ritual under the polyhedron, but now I want to get to the bottom of this too, Oinon. Give me the blood sample. I need to see it, and see the place with my own eyes too. Only then I'll have an answer for you. Do utes. Burak assured me that this blood has nothing to do with the victim, but it strangely agitated him. He took the blood and promised to explain later. Okay. Hi. He took the blood like that lady took your bull on a walk. Yeah, I'm never gonna see that blood again. Alright, I'm gonna go try to talk to Maria Cana again. I don't think it'll work, but maybe fully reloading the game jostled something loose. Yeah, to drink it. Oh yeah, that's right. Everybody's just like partying all over the place to grow herbs. Maria. Do I have any? I have nothing. Maria. Maria Cana. No. All right, cool. Thanks for wasting my fucking time, lady. Well, actually, wait. I can just... All right. Wait, no, hang on. We got a few things that we need to do yesterday, I think. Because we need to stop Yulia from ruining her life, potentially. I'm gonna go to yesterday and I'm gonna see... Oh, no, I can't travel anywhere. I don't have the fucking amalgam for it.
I've suppressed the acute condition.
Okay. Don't mind me just looking up a map of mirrors on my other monitor. Oh, this is probably Georgie's, right? I've already busted this one. Can I get amalgam from the cathedral? It seems to suggest there's a mirror in here. Why does it suggest that there's a mirror in here? I think it is lying. Yeah. Well, elsewhere for mirrors then. I'm gonna say it. I think amalgam is a bad system. I think limiting your ability to move through days by... There's an invisible, breakable mirror near where the Inquisitor stands. What the fuck?
Misophonia, Dankovsky.
No, that's a box. It's supposed to be a mirror out here. Or... Oh no, it's all the way out there. Alright, let's go back and see if I can find that invisible mirror. But I think limiting your ability to even linearly move through time to a thing that we are not going to give you a reliable way to acquire is pretty fucking bad. Hey, dude. You got any invisible mirrors? Doesn't look like it.
1, 11, 100. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's really making me not want to go back and do anything with Yulia, because I don't know if I'm gonna get the fucking amalgam back to be able to actually maneuver. And apathy draining it is moronic beyond, like, all reason.
In every shard, a new me.
Oh, is that what the white vaccine does? I was curious. I'm definitely gonna, I think, hold on to that and try to just milk these mirrors as best I can.
Things everywhere.
But I am not impressed with having to look around for mirrors in order to be able to continue playing the game. It's definitely their weakest decision. God damn it. Sure.
Мало мы вас вешали.
Why? Oh my god.
Tired of this noise.
It's also frustrating because I just have nothing interesting to say about this. This isn't exciting gameplay. This isn't interesting to watch or play. It's me following a list of somebody else made of mirrors that are in
One Stankowski.
truly random
Now,
locations
fragments of
that don't
Dankowski.
have any, like, rhyme or reason to them. I don't know. It's just, this is fucking weak. For a game that has otherwise been really, really strong and really, really fun, this fucking sucks. Not even in an interesting gameplay way, though. Just in a fucking tedium way. Yeah, like, I guess there's atmosphere. That's cool. It's fun to... I like the music. The music's good.
There's so much. of the world.
It's cool, but I don't know. It's... There's console commands. I mean, if it becomes a thing where it is actively preventing me from continuing to play the game, maybe, but we haven't gotten there quite yet. Let's be in Ruben's place. No? Is this another mirror that isn't real? Or was it outside and I just didn't see it? Oh, it was outside and I just didn't see it.
Superstitions aren't real.
Bum 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 ba-dum, bum 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 ba-dum. I appreciate it, Scoop. It's frustrating because it's like I would love to get to the parts of the game that are really cool and enjoyable instead. But no, I have to do my chores of going around breaking mirrors. Thank you for joining me on my mirror breaking chores. I had mirror breaking on the chore wheel today. Wait. What? My heart pines for the Z. Okay, it is telling me. I guess it must be in this one. It's telling me there's a mirror right here, which does not appear to be a place that exists. So, I'm guessing you meant like over here? No? Hey, you guys doing cool? Awesome. I don't think there's a mirror here. I think the map's lying to me. God damn it. I keep trying to hit E to confirm my movement, but it's spacebar, despite the fact that E is interact and confirm everything else in the game. Which is why if you see me at the map, go somewhere, and then go to my thought web, that's what happens when you press the use button. Okay, one right to our right up here. Fuck you.
Mirrors don't lie.
My broken mirrors don't lie. Spawn infinite Artemis using console commands. Yes, I need more boyfriends. I need more toxic relationship. Hey, Scoop, I genuinely believe that GameFAQs was a time when people knew how to write guides. Because they didn't have alternatives and couldn't make a shitty YouTube video instead. Wait. It's this one. So it's this way. And then I already got that. Oh wait, no, that's the one I wasn't looking for. I'm looking for one like up in these trees over here. I love the kids like fucking mirroring the soldiers badly. God, at some point I really want to talk about a lot of the similarities. Every time I search tries to send me to YouTube for game guides and Angel loses its wings. Yeah, absolutely. It is a sin to only have a video guide.
Animated.
Oh, is it in the house maybe? No, I can't go in. I want to talk about the similarities a lot of the times between the children here, especially Khan's gang, and the urchins from Fallen London as a faction, because there are a lot of interesting overlaps there that I think are fascinating. Partly because that's my niche special interest right now. And this place is plagued. That's cool. That's cool and fun. But there's a lot of interesting similarities between children being able to hear things on a supernatural frame due to the fact that they are up high and thus closer to some supernatural entity that exists. In Fallen London, it's Storm, one of the gods of the Z. The urchins have a like largely direct connection to Storm, and that's because Storm technically lives in the roof of the Neath in Fallen London.
Camera obscura. Camera lumina.
Camera obscura. Camera lumina. And those are some neat little parallels, I think. And something's not right with the kids. I saw a very funny Venn diagram that I've linked Alan and Scoop in the past. That's a three-way Venn diagram between Pathologic, Disco Elysium, and Fallen London. And the dead center of it is just, the town is fucking alive. Yeah, the interesting thing about Storm is that Storm is technically a dragon that had its mind flayed out of its body and has dispersed itself into sort of like a collection of electrical impulses in like bouncing around the roof of this massive cavern. And dragons in that universe are, oh wow, 20 stream streak? Holy hell. Thank you for your dedication, my friend. That's a lot of Pathologic. Hey, back up. Oh, I didn't want to hit the sad one. Oh, fuck, did I break this one already too? No! Lara, are you alive? Hey, you are.
Will it rain? Will it snow? Will it pass? I don't know.
Yeah, Disco Elysium was the other part of the Venn diagram. Disco Elysium and Fallen London, the connection were homosexual, but like canonically. The connection between Fallen London and Pathologic was, I don't know, something's fucked up with the wells. And the one between Pathologic and Disco Elysium was Eastern European Depression. It's so nice of you to come here. I've been unwell since morning today. I've almost decided to go to the hospital. What's been troubling you exactly? It's so stifling in my chest, as if there's not enough space in there. And the anxiety is killing me. Today's the second night in a row that I can't sleep. I don't know what to do with myself. Let me touch your neck. Take the pulse. I don't want to put her on the Sabarov train. Yeah, the town is alive was the central connecting thing between all three of them. Because the town is fucking alive in this, because it's there's the big heart underneath the city, and in Disco Elysium, the town's alive in a way that is very fun and interesting. I'm not going to spoil that just because I know Scoop is actively playing it right now. And it's one of my favorite scenes in the whole game. Well, I hope we have enough amalgam. Oop. And in Fallen London, the town is just, in fact, straight up alive. You commune with it at one point, and it does drive you slightly insane because the human mind is not theoretically capable of handling the will of an entire city. That doesn't stop you from the fact that you can turn into a city yourself if you want in the game. Sorry, I'm struggling with Windows. Trying to keep as much of it up as I can, while also knowing where in the goddamn I am going. I'm going back to the still water.
I could use some quiet.
Только не убивай. Не убивай. Бля, лишь дай, брат.
Bro, we are fucking zooming.
Доктор, не так быстро. Только не убивай.
No, no, no.
Ебать, мало мы вас вешали.
There are 2 mirrors in here. I know I've gotten the one in front of the theater, but there is also one supposedly behind the theater, which I'm gonna see if I grabbed. I feel like I probably did. I feel like we've been to the theater enough.
Брат,
Where is it? It's not up here. Over here. Well, wherever it is, either we got it or it's not actually here. Fuck, this is the...
брат, не убивай.
I think any exit except for the one that you came in should be viable. The specific exit is annoying. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave Yulia's quest as it is. We may not get all of the quests if Amalgam is going to be this rough to come across towards the end of the game. So let's prioritize, and Yulia is not a priority. Going back would take most of a bar. Going forward takes the same amount. Day 10 in which the hospital is closed down.
So you've chosen to lay yourself completely bare to the inspector. Do you think he's on your side? Or is there some other reason for such candor?
I think no one is on my side here.
The inspector will be back any moment. He'll ask what happened with Inquisitor Kaminsky on the 10th day. What will you tell him?
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
My name is Ire. I'm 27 years old. I can calculate cubic roots in my head. I love sparkling water. I'm proficient with smoothbore and rifled firearms. I have a perfect memory and no fingerprint on the ring finger of my left hand. And my grandfather founded your academy. 2 of the above are false. I think that's enough for you. Now, what will you tell the inspector about Inquisitor Kaminsky on the 10th day?
And what happened with him?
Splendid. Keep it up. I've read the reports. You're excellent at playing the forgetful simpleton. You don't know what Inquisitor Kaminsky was doing, even if you think you do, even if it seemed like he was being candid with you.
Bullshit, she's 27. Oh, so he wasn't sent to save the town.
Do you have any idea how many towns like that are in our country? Hundreds. And we only have 17 Inquisitors. Trust me, the Inspector cares about the fate of Inquisitor Kaminsky proportionately to those numbers. And the more you reveal about it, the clearer your own involvement will be.
Everything that happened to Kaminsky, he did to himself.
Oh boy, it's a new day!
I loved Nina like a sister.
Oh, we got letters.
It's so quiet around now.
Sometimes I try to picture how all of this ends, and I can't accept that there's only one ending. So many possibilities, yet all of them have to pass through the eye of a needle. It feels like such a meager thought somehow.
I think one way or another it all runs up against the fate of the polyhedron.
You can feel the world flicker, can't you? How sometimes you can walk on both sides of a street at once? I think it should be the same with great decisions.
Then what gives them value? What gives them weight, if everything can be redone?
Can you dance?
No.
They say Simon danced splendidly in his youth. A dance isn't just the body's grace. It's the mind's grace. And you still haven't learned to think like a dancer, Daniil.
Because I'm not a dancer, I'm a doctor.
I'm serious, you know. A dancer is light and not afraid to move in circles. What matters to him is how every figure in the whole moves, not the exact point where he stops. Like the smallest particles of matter, they're in a constant dance, too.
Simon. Sometimes it feels as if he was made of a different matter than I am.
That's not true. And when you really begin to feel Simon's path, you'll know that.
I'm no longer sure I even want that.
Every object has a heartbeat. Can't you hear?
Daniil, wait. You really do know about, well, death?
I know much about it, but not enough.
You know that to defeat your enemy, you must look him in the face, right? Lift your visor and look him straight in the eye. If you're a knight.
This conversation unsettles me. You're hinting at something between the lines.
Death doesn't exist, Daniil. I truly, truly do believe that.
Ava, give me your hand. Did you want to talk about something?
I did, but not with words.
What is it?
The fact that death doesn't exist.
I don't understand, but I see I won't get anything else out of you.
Thanks for the blood, Oinon. Don't call me anywhere today. I'm investigating here and there. I'll tell you tomorrow. Fair warning, I may not return. If I don't return, I won't tell you. Urach.
Dear Bachelor Dankovsky, we have been informed that there was gunfire at Town Hall this morning, and General Block, who arrived the day before, has been gravely wounded. In military parlance, this could mean anything, from a light scratch to an agonizing death. The officer who assumed command requested orderlies be sent. We believe, if we are indeed talking about a wound, that they need not orderlies but a doctor. We ask only you, dear Bachelor, be careful and take care of yourself. Respectfully yours, Vital Dyatlov, Guardian of the House of Cain.
Dear Bachelor Dankovsky, you have already done so much for me. Without you, I would not be where I am now, and I would have wasted myself in absurd gesticulations, which some members of the ruling families are now engaged in. Alas, I am still forced to depend on the imperfect material world, and even my neighbors are not yet able to satisfy all my needs and demands. I ask you for a trifle, in exchange for which you are free to request a reward from my family. I ask you to bring me a microscope today. I am on the threshold of an important discovery. Yes, many scientists made discoveries under lock and key. I ask you treat my request not as a childish whim. Locked up before your eyes, Casper Kane.
Okay. Okay. It seems this time the bull intends to destroy the entire house. I was wrong to think we'd become friends. The Captain Khan has a modest request. He asks me to bring him a microscope. Georgie is alive, and he and I have one more conversation ahead. If not Lara, then General Block. Another murder. Alexander Block was killed. The town burned in the flames of army mutiny. That's not great. Ayo, where's the bull? Bull? Huh? Huh? They origami'd his ass. They origami'd him. There was a bull here. Now there's a paper bull. Yes, the tracks lead here. I've never been here before. What is this place? A woman lived here. She had strange projects. This is a strange place. Seems the bull isn't here. Toragami, that's good, Annie. If only I could take the bull. I think I can picture how to fold it. You can't sneak up on people like that. A bull figurine skillfully folded from rough paper. This little bull practically jumped into my pocket. It seemed much larger before, but now it's clearly not.
You managed to leave the room. That wasn't too hard. This place, lacks a door. The still water is a worthy house. It came out well. Still, it could use some rules. Like the cathedral. Not the same rules, of course, but its own rules. Without rules, space comes apart at the seams like a badly woven fabric. You can fall through these tears and never come back again. What is this room? I've never been here before. This is Agatha's old study. She was one of the Anerotech engineers. She used to calculate structural system loads here. Is Tankovsky okay? No, he is not. Such calculations required discipline. And Agatha did have it. Well, she was working. But as soon as she left her desk, she became willful, even rowdy, almost like Andrei Stamatin. Her study must have caught it too. Or maybe it's just missing her. What happened to Agatha? What happened to all of the Anerotechs? Whatever. Now is not the time for this conversation. I'm actually looking for Baccio. Do you know where he's gone again? A bull will always find grass. He must have smelled it in here, broken in. He's a mighty one, however much you poke him with your needles. But if you munch on grass that's growing out of a tear in reality, it's easy to fall through. I saved this bull from a kitchen knife. I'll save him from a tear, too. Tell me what I should do. Why do you think he needs saving this time? Never thought you could fall through to a better place? A better place? Is that some kind of euphemism? They call death that sometimes. Or a utopia. But that was not what I meant. I'd let the bull go if I were you. But I'm not you. If you're going to look for him, check the polyhedron. What does the polyhedron have to do with this? Why do you think the polyhedron makes sound in the wind? It only looks like it's made of paper and mirrors. It's really made of holes, of voids. Through these voids, the wind of time blows, howling. All roads lead to the eternal city. All tears lead to the polyhedron. Mysticism and meaningful glances again. When will this end?
Correlates with the animism of traditional peoples and the natural perception of the non-living as living. However, even the educated part of the population is convinced that Cana is capable of working miracles such as resurrecting the dead, animating dolls, and instilling in people a certain fever that drives them. Sacred filth is not the same as physiological filth. Waste from the water tower must not be buried in the steppe. Worms, ordinary annelid worms, will devour it and spread it in all directions. This filth is remarkably tenacious. Sometimes I stand over the tanks with this disturbingly brown liquid. Crossed out. Underestimates me. I would never. An animated bottle of Twirene. The shape is characteristic and recognizable, elongated neck. The bottle walked on little hooves and sang to me. I need to talk to Cana about this. I hate you. Crossed out. Why can't you be like the wonderful Stamatins? Why do our creations always require a sacrifice? I would kill you if...
The diary cuts off here. There was a bull here. The bull was large. Now the bull is flat. Yep. All of these things are true. Hey, lads.
Optics.
Oh.
Answer is in mirrors.
Thanks, this bad spider had a good point. We should go take a look at the unrest board real quick and just see what we're looking at here.
I think... Yeah, so this is... The critical event here is, I think, the army riot, based on what I was looking at in the thought web. We've kept plague so down. Unrest is a real problem, though. All right, let's go talk to Georgie, and then let's, I think, ad break.
I'd rather not hear this.
Oh. Gotta pick up all the amalgam I can wherever I can get it.
It was quiet in Thanatica.
It was quiet in Thanatica. What decree do we have to get the army to chill out? That decree is probably travel back in time and stop Lara from killing General Block. I have no time for this fancy new positivism. Believing the world to be objective and explicable is the mark of a tiny mind. Anyone who's read more than one book knows that being is subjective. Consciousness determines being, not the other way around. Consciousness rules being, but only when it's advanced enough. Otherwise, it's the being that sets the rules after all. Follow-up question, what degree do we have that Lara will care about? I don't know. There's no contradiction there. In a certain sense, a consciousness that's yet to transcend itself determines being to even a greater degree. Since out of an infinity of reality's versions, it only has access to one, the simplest and cruelest version of all. You haven't been to the capital in a while, and it shows. The students over there would make short work of you. Gone are the timid ones debating and being and consciousness in libraries. What's in vogue these days is throwing bombs at the carriages of the powerful. That's nothing new. It's always been that way. Probably always will be. Ah, Doctor, you're here. That's so fortunate. We were at the point of considering sending a messenger over. I must ask that our conversation remain between us. Above all, Maria must never learn of it. What do you want? We have a situation with Victor Kane. So you see, here's the thing. We lost him.
I beg your pardon?
Victor went missing this morning. He left the Crucible and never came back. We have no idea where he went or why. And we're asking you to help, Dr. Dankovsky. He might accidentally harm himself in his present state, which makes your help doubly essential.
Tell me everything you know. When did it happen, and who saw Victor last?
It's all my fault. I'm the last person who saw him. He was standing with some woman by the gate, but I thought nothing of it. But as soon as I looked the other way, they were both gone. They crossed the bridge into the mall. I wanted to step in, but that woman, she saw me approaching, and she, pushed me away, using only her eyes. She made me look away. It was as if she pulled on me like a glove and twisted me around like a glove on her hand. As for me, to be honest, I was at a loss, plain and simple. Victor had become a recluse, so at first I was even glad he wasn't shunning the company of some stranger.
Somehow I don't believe she was a stranger to Victor. His manner with her was special. I, too, thought she reminded me of someone, but I haven't been able to figure out who exactly.
It would really help me if you could describe the stranger in more detail.
She was clearly not a local, just like you. The capital breed with the kind of wrinkles in the corner of her mouth that haughty, overbearing people tend to have. It's gotta be Aglaya, right?
Haughty wrinkles in the corners of her mouth. A fantastic description. Fits any number of people. Maria's halves lost Victor. A tall and frightening woman led him away. Oh, I passed by the right door. Oops. This is the Georgie door.
Stop staring.
A life led with purpose never ends in death. Death only comes to those who live pointlessly.
Good day, Bachelor. Do you believe yourself ready for today's lesson? Probably. I do not. You did not, after all, visit the focus on the 9th day, on the day when the soul takes its leave of the world. No, I did not. I didn't know that I was supposed to do that. Then I have no words that you will be able to hear. It displeases me as well, but the lesson is cancelled. So it mattered so much that I went to Simon's study yesterday. Keep it in mind.
Fuck you, dude.
Okay.
Oh, did you see those dudes T-posing? Okay. Now that we've made it to the mall, I am going to run our 3-minute ad break. In 3 minutes, we'll get back to trying to track down our missing lobotomized gentleman. See y'all in a second. I have a feeling Amalgam is going to get messy. Oh, that's what alternate timeline plague-ridden Daniil was going on about, isn't it? Oh, that does sound vaguely familiar now, doesn't it? Day 9, in which the Bachelor... Yeah. Yeah, he did keep going on about day 9. I thought that was because we were going into day 9, because that was at the end of day 8, wasn't it? Yeah, I went in on day 2 when I had access to it the first time. But I didn't go in on day 9. So I didn't know I had to do that. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I want to say it was at the end of the 8th. Like at the transition between the 8th and the 9th. It's a touch hard to keep track. Yeah, I think that's kind of on brand. I appreciate it, Scoop. I'm not worried about using them. It's just I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to, or whether or not I want to engage with this as it is and just kind of let it be what I get. You know what I mean? I think I might just do that because I feel like it's this. Much like how every run through Pathologic is kind of its own individual run in some ways, this one becomes my run through it, in a way.
Ominous hooting. The hoots approach.
Okay. Hey, you lads seen a woman?
Hands off.
I saw the brooch first. If it weren't for me, you'd have never noticed through those bleary drunk eyes and it was sparkling in the sun, right there in the dust.
Then why you stand there gaping, eh, Al? Everyone knows. Whoever grabs it first gets the loot. Whoever took it, not whoever saw it.
I think I know who this brooch belongs to. Take a closer look. The Kane's family design is right there.
I know whose it is. He's mine. And you, Eagle Eye. If you don't agree, keep in mind I'm carrying more than a brooch. I got a switchblade on me. And I have a revolver. Would you like to see it?
Easy now, let's do without a revolver. We're peaceful, and you got a drunk. Don't puff out your chest for nothing. See? A decent man spoke to you, and he could have started with the revolver.
Hey, man, I found it in the road. I didn't steal nothing, yeah? Why are you hounding me? It was just lying there in the road, in the dust. Nobody's. I grabbed it, didn't see any Canes around.
Well, I'll be. I did see him, from far off. I even thought to myself, Victor Kane or not? With some big deal fancy lady. They passed by today, so that was Victor. So he dropped the brooch. And we, turns out, found it? That means we're owed a reward.
What's this big deal fancy lady? Who was Victor with?
With this woman. I wouldn't cross the street in front of her. Wouldn't look her in the eyes either. She'll burn a hole through anyone. And I don't remember anything else. My memory, so it acts up. Only Twyring can grease it up. You catch my meaning?
I have no Twyrene, but I do have colored bits of glass. I believe I have some on me.
You daft. Who am I to you? Do I look like a child? Well, you see a colored glass bits to me. I want Twyring.
You want to switch from Tyrene to glass, or to anything else at all. Okay. In the spleen quarter, which doesn't exist anymore, vagrants are dividing lost treasure. Those who dropped it headed upriver. Did I go too far? What am I looking? Ah, I think they are all the way up there. I just saw a green thing right there. Hey, you have Twyrene. That's convenient. I don't know if I actually need Twyrene for this guy or anything, but... Oh! And
these years it has been bitter, almost insulting. Why, damn it? Why did my brother survive? Why they're all alive, will you? Why did you burn away in an instant? Did not survive, did not reflect in the countless facets of the focus. Save the dramatics for the theater. I was near more often than you can imagine. Do you know what is really bitter? Being with you, yet never able to clasp your hand. Give it to me now. Shadows? But why two of them? He sees us. How curious. I see you, and I hear you. A doctor from the capital. Simon had plans for him. He and Isidore Burak invited him here. They said the doctor was remarkably gifted. He is talented enough to see us, yet not tactful enough to refrain from intruding on our conversation. A wretched pairing of traits.
I was told Victor Kane left with some woman. Can you describe her?
And stubborn as a child, too. Are you certain Simon was speaking of him? He has no feel for the moment, does not know when to fall silent. He tries to speak his way through obstacles and is not ready to listen.
I know how to listen, and I hear you evading answers.
Tell him to leave at once. I did not come back to waste time on him.
Dr. Dankovsky, please leave us. Believe me, when she speaks in that voice, the only sensible thing is to submit.
Who is she? Whom are you talking about?
He's still here. Some people behave as though they were raised by a burdock bush. This conversation is over.
This conversation ends when I say it ends. I will not go until you answer my questions.
She will not say another word to you, Doctor, and I certainly will not contradict her. How could I? Especially now, when she has returned to me. Leave. You do not know how to listen and hear. Voluntatem potius quam verba considerari oportet.
So... two shadows. This is a tired, mournful, and broken person. The mask hides resignation before fate. It's a hot, strong, and frightening person. The mask barely contains the bursting passions. I think one of those must be... I wonder if one of those is from the statue that wandered off of his dead wife. He's had his own shadow pushed out of his body, which is why he's acting soulless. And...
And there was no point sitting in that accursed tower anyway. You did right to leave.
I didn't leave, I grew up and they threw me out. They always drive the traitors to childhood out of the tower. Ridiculous. As if a person could simply stop growing up by choice.
So you didn't want to leave? You'd have stayed in the tower if you could?
Don't ask. Don't wreck it my soul.
Sorry for interfering.
Doctor, there you are. I followed so I could bring Victor back to the Crucible as soon as possible, or else report that some calamity had befallen him. But it seems we've been spared. Have you found him? Is he all right?
I've found him, but I wouldn't say he's all right.
Oh no. What happened? He hasn't been wounded, is he?
Not yet, but if you keep losing him, anything might happen. You could fall down a flight of stairs, for instance.
I assure you, Doctor, it won't happen again. We were so frightened.
No guarantee it'll turn out so well next time.
So don't let there be a next time.
Keep quiet in the library.
Keep quiet in the library.
A soul and a half knowingly told me that there are now 2 souls in Victor's body. The tale remarkably aligned with my observations. Okay, here's the thing. Dude, that Twyrene's gone. I need to drink it because I'm
I can work now.
fucking losing it. And I cannot afford to bleed amalgam.
The town dribbles.
The town dribbles. The town dwibbles. Mr. Bois? Mr. Isidore Bois? The Sandquake. Please, Mr. Bois. Duelists. Ah, Christ.
This is it.
All right, kids. What in the world are you doing here? Trying to burn the town down?
Don't interfere, old man. We're having a duel. It's a serious matter of life and death. Assume your position, Jackdaw.
Fireworks are a rather unusual choice of weapon for a duel. May I inquire what you're fighting over?
I was the one who found those explosion tubes, and she wants to take them.
Ah, I see. Children found treasure and are fighting over the spoils. Why am I not surprised? Please stop pointing those tubes at each other. You could lose an eye that way.
It's all for our cause. These rockets aren't just for us. They're for everyone. I keep telling her we need to get them to the tower, arm ourselves, and bring the fight to the soldiers.
So that's what this is. I'm sorry, but the fireworks are unlikely to make good weapons, children. The soldiers have rifles. Real ones.
But it says danger on the tubes. We thought that meant they were weapons, aren't they?
Where did you get these fireworks anyway?
The theater. Where else? In a crate on the balcony.
The theater is a hospital now with plague victims everywhere. Are you completely insane sneaking around there? Besides, has a crate of fireworks been lying there all this time? How did I miss it?
I just have an eagle eye. Nothing escapes me. That's right, Jackdaw. I found them, not you.
Don't point them at soldiers under any circumstance. That will end in disaster. You won't be able to harm them, but they will return fire.
It says danger on them. Why would they write danger on something that isn't dangerous?
Fireworks are just for looks. Yes, they might explode when you light them, but you're supposed to launch them into the night sky during celebrations.
Bummer. I thought we'd found a weapon. Well, it was actually Jackdaw's find, not mine.
Why on earth did you decide that you need weapons in the first place?
Soldiers want to capture our tower.
What? No, I won't let that happen.
Give us a box of real guns, and we won't let that happen. Right, Alec?
Just make sure you don't blow each other's eyes out with a firework.
Our audience. Look, the little kids are gawking at us. Did you bring him here, Jackdaw?
Now the hospital is packed with explosives. But the dogheads want to drag it away and shoot its soldiers. I don't even know which I like less.
More! I want more! Did you see how the sky lit up? That's so wild! Oh, look at it go boom! We should go to the warehouses, give Notkin Gang a scare.
Why give the Notkin kids a scare? What did they do to you?
They've been keeping Khan in a cage for days now. They told us he wants it that way, but that's rubbish. Who'd ever want to sit in a cage, huh?
That's Simon's lesson. Khan. He's trying to understand his uncle's worldview.
Lies! Grandpa Simon never sat in a cage and wouldn't have told us to. The Notkin Gang is torturing Khan. I just know it.
I can assure you, kid, no one is torturing Khan in that cage.
Well, I did visit him, just so you know. He's been calling for a doctor, by the way. But he doesn't look ill. Maybe he just wants the doctor to take his place.
He's calling for a doctor, you say? Thanks for telling me. I'm assuming that if I had missed Khan's note on the table, that would have been a way to learn that I need to go there. I don't know if I've ever had a chain before. I feel like this is the first time I've found chain. Kunayan chain.
Boiling, cracking, screeching. Living.
Oh, cool, an empty backpack.
Who's staring at me through the looking glass?
Who's staring at me through the looking glass?
Is this the day that Barack's in the big pit in the abattoir? Do we not have patience today?
You can't beat iron with straw. Try hammer.
Number 15 died yesterday. My day off is ruined.
My condolences on the loss of your day off. Make a note, I'm requisitioning my microscope.
Requisition it, please. What's it to me? State property isn't something I ache over.
I hope I will bring it back later.
You can't beat iron with straw. Try hammer.
Hello, Doctor. Today we have... What's the opposite of a full house in a theater? This is what we have. The opposite.
Oh. Little, you're sick. Look at his eyes. Oh, no.
We have no patience. At least not the ones who would have had the plague that didn't immediately kill them. How do we make today's vaccine?
But there are some patients, at least.
Yes. It turns out today, your only patient for today is yours truly. I already filled in the profile.
How did you manage to contract the plague, Yakov?
Okay, first of all, red eyes.
He's a self-taught doctor. Oh, hey, Ruben.
I used to play the piano when I was a kid, but the skill got erased over time.
I am so sorry, Doctor. So much work to do, and I slipped. I feel terrible letting you down like this.
Don't reproach yourself, Yakov. You have done so much for the hospital these days, for people and for me. You have more than earned a respite.
We both know, Doctor, that a respite, no one comes back from, that this is a respite. No one comes back from. I'm not resting, not just yet. As long as my legs hold me up, I'm working.
I'll allow you... I'll allow you to work. The town can't spare a medic now.
Thank you, Doctor. I want to be useful right to the very end. And if work isn't a cure, surely it is an anesthetic.
Are you certain it's the plague? Did you test to did the test confirm it?
Of course. I test our orderlies daily. They walk the infected district all the time, even with the masks. There's no guarantee. But I go nowhere. So I neglected to test myself for a couple of days. Today I did, and there it was. Positive.
What about safety precautions? You assume an intercurrent condition renders you non-infectious?
It has been some time since the test, and I still haven't seen any ulcers. You taught the maths of it yourself. 3 hours with no ulcers means that a second diagnosis is in place. My blood could be used to make a vaccine. So nothing has changed, really. I'm just on the wrong side of the screen now.
Same dog with the piano thing.
You've been sitting in the plague house for over a week. How did you get the plague?
The screen can wait. Let's talk about your symptoms first. Can you list anything?
Slight shortness of breath. I've noted it in my chart. Just in case, but it might be my imagination. I might have been exposed to some chemicals here or developed an allergy. I mean, I'm here around the clock. I sleep here too. It's no use going all the way home for 2 hours of sleep.
Yakov, you need a proper examination.
Is he always this thin?
With this job, you'd lose weight without any diagnosis. Still, rapid weight loss is alarming.
Oh, I forget what it's called every time. Dystrophy, I believe. Yes.
Nothing weird about his back. Ooh. Some kind of skin symptoms. Just starting to manifest. Easy to make a mistake at such an early stage. Looks kind of like ichthyosis.
You sleep in the plague house?
Ichthyosis is just the dark patches, right? Uneven skin pigment, dark toned spots resembling scales, kinda, I guess. That's just a mole.
A good beginning is half the battle.
I've come to realize, being a patient is a job in itself, the labor of idleness, and I never expected doing nothing to be such exhausting work.
Let's throw fatigue in there as well, just for good measure, though it seems very serpent syndrome so far. Weakness.
An infectious disease resulting from skin infection caused by fungus Hyacinthium pitaceum. The fungus is typical for eastern and southern provinces. Cases of infection in the empire's north are unknown. Presumably, the fungus affects impoverished people, weakened by malnutrition. However, native steppe peoples seem to possess a certain immunity to this fungus. Northerners moving to steppe provinces lack such immunity and are more frequently affected. The disease starts with localized skin lesions that can later cover a significant portion of the patient's skin. Untreated cases lead to exhaustion, digestive system disorders, and damage to mucous membranes. All discharges from infected individuals are contagious and patients require isolation and care with enhanced nutrition. Then let us take a break from it and do something useful, like discuss your symptoms.
I had a dream, Doctor. Just the other day. I was answering your questions. It was an exam. One that would allow me to become a real doctor, not the amateur that I am. They say dreams hold truth. And here I am, answering your questions. Yet this is a different sort of test, isn't it?
Let us not succumb to sentimentality. Now is not the time.
I just hope the vaccine is ready in time.
Your sclerae are bloodshot. Have you rubbed your eyes while handling test reagents?
I don't think so, no. I've been reading reference books late into the night. I have so much to catch up on. The print is so fine. Sometimes the lines seem to bleed together. My eyes feel strained, Doctor. I thought it was due to the lack of sleep, but maybe my eyesight is declining.
Visual impairment would match that. I think he's got serpent syndrome.
The skin lesions on your hand, are they chronic or new?
No, definitely not chronic. I've never suffered any skin conditions. I noticed these patches while searching for plague ulcers. I've seen enough to know those are different, but I'm not sure what they are, so I'm awaiting your verdict.
You have noticeably lost weight in mere days.
Have I? I suppose I haven't had time to sit down for a meal. But you're right, Doctor. My clothes hang loose on me now, and they were a perfect fit just a week ago. I chose my best suit for this post. I wanted to look the part.
You must have contracted your concurrent condition here at the hospital just as you did the plague.
You mean I should check my memory? Did I see signs in others? You're right. There was a man with similar skin lesions on his lips, too. He died before you had the chance to examine him. Should I write his symptoms in my chart?
No. Only what manifests in you belong in your chart, but similar conditions should be taken into consideration when establishing the diagnosis.
We've already examined every inch of me. At this moment, there is nothing more to find. Not until the disease advances. Do not waste your time. Doctor, may I say one last thing before we say goodbye?
Yes. Say it.
Leave this town, Doctor. You must leave immediately.
What?
I'm done now, but I'm expendable. Unlike you. You are a great mind. You have a proper laboratory in the capital with much smarter assistants. You can make a big breakthrough there. You can't defeat the plague here. But no matter. You will calculate it all on paper without putting yourself to risk, and ensure it never returns.
So you plan to work until you drop, but you deny me the same right?
If everyone who works in this hospital dies, all our efforts will be for nothing. Everything we learned, every method we tried, it will all be forgotten. But it can be useful. For science, for people, all people, not just this town.
But I want to save this town.
Don't be mad that they lied to you, Doctor, sir. Respect begets fear.
I have to examine the tissues. Would you like to look through the lens yourself? My students always find this part entertaining. All right, let's check it. We're taking a sample from his heart. We're going to check it. If there's nothing there, I'm going to lock in serpent syndrome for him. He is a foreigner. Talked about foreigners being, people from out of the steppe being at high risk. I think that that's reasonable. But give me a chunk of your heart. It says I have 2 people down there. Ha. Okay, yeah. I think he's got serpent syndrome. Yeah, that's 1 out of 2. Where's the other one?
Why so jittery, Dankovsky?
The sepsis will be of no use here. A true operating theater, acoustics included. Nowhere to separate the contaminated from the clean. Stuffiness spells doom for the operating room. Oh, I love his little pin. I just noticed that. Who's my other patient? Interesting. Well, it ain't Yakov. Oh yeah, also there's fireworks in here. They said they were upstairs? Yeah, that's fireworks. Next to a burning lamp in the hospital. Fireworks! What the fuck?
I hear some crows have built a nest on the roof. That is a bad omen.
There's a crate marked explosive danger up on the 2nd floor, right next to a lamp. Were you aware of that? I was going to ask if the other was a lock, but he's injured, not sick. Oh, block, but he's injured. Yeah, he was shot, I believe. Or, I don't know. Oh, that one? I thought it was yours. Never even looked inside. I figured it was nitroglycerin for testing high blood pressure, the usual. It's full of fireworks. Please move them away from the fire. The last thing we need is to burn down the building. Oh, I love fireworks. It'd be a great display. It'd be great to have a fireworks display in town. The army is about to give us a fireworks display we'll remember for the rest of our lives. Oh, I can arrange a fireworks display to increase morale. Oh, right. I gotta take the microscope. Hey, I hope I don't need this. All right. Patients are waiting for me.
But they're not!
Yeah, my intercurrent disease with the sandpest is lead poisoning.
This is also the only plague district, which means it should be relatively easy to find the Shabnak.
The town went mad. But you, Dankovsky, how could you?
Oh, hey. Die good. Hey. Thanks for the amalgam. That's a lot of amalgam. Maybe that's how I'm supposed to get some amalgam.
Forgot that there's so much of the world.
Looking for green. She's real aggressive today. There it is. Got it. All right. 2 town hall. Jesus, that was hectic. Okay. Hi. Hello? Hi. Hello? Hi. Hello? Hello? Hi. Hello? 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 Hey! Oh. Are you the orderly? Why have they sent only 1? I've asked for 2, at least. I'm a doctor, Daniil Dankovsky. Why would you need orderlies? A doctor. We have no need for a doctor, as you can see. We need orderlies to take the body away to wipe the blood. Who's done this? Have you caught the killer? Catch her my foot. She just bumped him off right here, threw a 2-shot down, and turned herself in. Don't need no detectives for this one. Everybody saw it. We've taken her to the cellar. She's in a cell now. Can I talk to her? I tell you she's in a cell. Wait, stop. And who are you, huh? Come sniffing around? I told you my name 2 minutes ago. How many times do I have to repeat it so you remember? Oh, yes, sorry. It's been a hard day. Can't seem to get it together, so I'm getting drunk today. No drop for 2 years, but now, what does it matter now? There's a pub nearby. They call it the Broken Heart. Tell the owner you've come from me, and he'll give you a free round. He could have been hanged as a lesson to honest men. He could have died at the hands of an invincible enemy. But while heroic deaths passed the commander by, a small bullet waited in a small pistol. Small bullet waited in a small pistol. Let's go to jail. Tell me the most important thing. Is Alexander Block dead? Or have they managed to save him? He's dead. Good. My finger slipped at the last moment. I feared the wound wasn't fatal. I don't understand. Why? What has he done to you? Have you got a father, Bachelor? I have. Tell me about him. Is your father a good man? Is he alive? Do you love him? I dare hope he is a good man. Never knew him to commit any atrocities. Would you like me to tell you of my father? He used to love maths. I still remember him sitting on the veranda in the evenings writing formulas in his notebook. He used to say that he loved their beauty.
He used to dream of a university career. He wanted to teach, but the times have decided otherwise. The motherland called him, and he answered the call because he thought it was the right thing to do. This was how it should be. And then, his battery was assigned to the Karstic Fords. Have you heard of the Karstic Fords?
I haven't.
It was a day of shame. My father was the captain of an artillery battery. They talk a lot about the Fords now, but they're always omitting the ugliest, filthiest details. For example, the matter of our troops launching artillery strikes at uncharted territories. Upon receiving the order to shoot at a town, my father required the headquarters to provide recon data, a confirmation that there were no civilians inside. You know what they told him? That they had no time for that. That they needed to catch the enemy unaware. My father refused to follow that order.
So what? Was Alexander Block to blame somehow?
You're not listening. The man who gave the order to have my father shot for insubordination was Alexander Block. To this day, it remains unknown how many people died in those barbaric shellings at the forts. The military never talks of things like that, because the ends justify the means.
Well, the vengeance is done. How are you feeling? Do you feel any better?
I've only done what I had to do, what was needed. Now, come what may.
The House of the Living will be closed without you. Your deed has destroyed everything that you yourself had created. Tell me, was it worth it?
Go away. Just go. I want to be alone. At least here in the cell.
Lara is the General's murderer. An army without a commander. Expect disarray. Lara's revenge will burn both Block and herself. I cannot allow this. I need to get back to a day earlier and dissuade her from the rash step.
Words too break bones.
Greetings, Emshan. Have you seen her?
Lara Ravel?
They say General Block has been shot and Lara has been taken in. I'm not allowed to visit her, but you're a kin to take keen in this town. I've known Lara my whole life, and I'm certain she couldn't have taken a Nigel upon herself. I beg you to protect her.
How exactly are you suggesting I protect her?
Lara's a Gamgi. A cage is no place for her, and she definitely couldn't have shot anyone.
You're mistaken, Barak. Lara's already confessed to murder.
I don't believe it.
What is a Gamgi?
An innocent person. Someone whose soul is filled with good and nothing else.
I'm sorry to say this world definitely doesn't suit Lara. She's killed General Block and there are witnesses.
Why are you saying this? Are you on their side?
This is the first time I'm seeing you like this. You're usually calm as a rock. Lara means a lot to you.
She does. Will you help her? If they need to punish someone for the Nihal that badly, let them punish me. I'm ready. I'll confess everything. But Lara must be released.
Why do you believe that I can make these decisions anyway? I have no power about anything that has to do with Lara.
I see. Emshan, so much for hoping you'd help. I'll try to think of something myself.
Good luck. Adentes fortuna juvat.
I didn't see the number. Oops. Well, bye, bud. I think our last step is going to be trying to shoot the Shabnak. Yeah, I did great doctoring there. That dude is, he's doing good. Oh my god. I kind of love the origami bowl. 33 is reporting. Thank you, 33. Until all of today's patients are diagnosed. Yeah, okay, so they're... Okay, we got Yakov right, but there's somebody that we haven't seen who wasn't at the hospital that I need to find and cure. Doctor reporting. I'm feeling a bit better already. I try not to waste time and use it while I can for work. Don't scold me for this. We both know that the time allotted to me is short, and it's more pleasant to go to the grave with a sense of duty fulfilled, since not going is impossible. Still your assistant, Yakov Little. It's weird because it says the patients are waiting for me, but they are not. Oh, right. I was making the bullet. Back to the plague zone.
Доктор, ты ж только не убивай.
Доктор, не убивай.
Поди сюда.
Sure you're the right Shabnak. Oh, fuck.
Your fantasies should be studied, then
Got him. Easy. The Shabnak feels like she was supposed to be a lot scarier. But in this run-through, she has not been very threatening.
Tired.
First couple of days, when I didn't really know what was going on, she was a little rough, but thank you. But I'm a better killer than I am a doctor, just based on evidence so far. Which is funny, because that's kind of like Artemis' shtick. The Ripper. Let's get there. That's where grief is.
Every creek.
We didn't get to hang out with Brad as much as I would have liked to in this game. I miss our boy Brad. I know he was more Artemis' friend than ours anyway, but... we are getting a lot of Ruben content. Talk to Yakov again. It says the second patient gets bugged a lot. Ah, fuck. Okay. Once I drop off this thing... I'll see if I can go back and talk to...
It's more honest now.
Yakov again.
Hide and seek, tag, hopscotch. Or we could play duck and cover.
You made it. I was afraid my message wouldn't catch you. There's such turmoil outside. First the Inquisitor, yesterday the soldiers, and today who knows what. Thank you for finding the time.
You've piqued my curiosity. Why do you suddenly need a microscope?
Uncle Simon understood optics broadly, as a science of points of view. Here in captivity, I, at first against my will, shifted the vantage from which I see the world.
Shifted so strongly that you chose not to leave the cage at all. Remember.
It was the right choice. Now I can finally attend to what used to escape my gaze. Remember how it started? The soul in the halves blamed Grunky, said he meant to steal their little lanterns. I took the punishment on myself, and in the end I stared at that colored light every day.
Decided to study diffraction and interference in your spare time.
I recalled something when I was small. Uncle Simon kept constructing optical systems, one after another, all different. He used to laugh that he meant to defeat the dictatorship of the eye. And now, sorting through the fragments of that memory, I suspect he was groping at the principles of the tower was built on.
What do you mean the dictatorship of the eye?
That the eye gets in the way of seeing. Its design outlines the limits of our vision. There are plenty of instruments that solve it, but only in part. Spectacles, loupes, microscopes, telescopes. But that isn't even enough to cross the threshold of sight for real.
When I first arrived, your dogheads stole my microscope because they thought it could show the future. You don't believe in this, do you?
Of course not. I know what a microscope is. That's why I'm asking you for its lens. For my optical system. I've put together something out of the little lanterns here and walnut shells. It may strike you as childish, but I'm trying to accomplish what Uncle Simon used to do. I'm missing only a strong lens.
What is it that you actually want to see?
You know how precious nuts are in children's games? Uncle Simon shared that sense of value. Perhaps he taught it to the town's children long before my birth. I wouldn't be surprised. They say walnut shells have properties that let you fashion a focus from it, both a place and a condition. I want to light it with colored light through the lens and try to grasp something. Anything.
So you're after the principles by which the focus is organized. Curious. All right. Take the microscope. But be careful.
Thank you, Dr. Dankovsky. I knew you would support me. You're a true scholar. Will you stay and watch the experiment? I'm nearly ready. Just need to mount the lens.
Yes, I'll stay.
Yep. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. I didn't think this was going to happen.
Camera.
Yo, free amalgam, baby.
Camera.
Let's go. Woo!
You'll just fail.
So, this is how true blindness feels. Do you think we've actually gone blind?
I'm not blind, but we've been displaced. No question. You can't see the mirrors.
Uncle Simon said blindness is a process. Blindness is when you don't control what your eyes do or don't see. And I was hoping to see the polyhedron, but now I can't see anything at all. Still, for some reason, it feels like we're backstage at the theater. Is that so?
I don't know.
It's frightening. Touching the wrong side of the material world. But I did it, didn't I? Do you think Uncle Simon would be proud of me?
He surely would have been.
I don't even know if it's right or wrong that I can't see anything. But I perceive things differently now. It's hard to explain. You know, I think Uncle Simon went somewhere like this, into this impenetrable darkness behind the mirrors.
I've been in this room before.
Yes, this place, this darkness, recognizes you. But how? How did you do it? Did you build an optical system too?
Something like that.
Finally, everything fits. So simple, so obvious after the fact. Uncle Simon said truth is sought like feeling your way through a dark room. People always reach for light, and it only happens to blind you by accident. Do you get a chance to understand anything at all?
You've clearly had a flash of insight, but I can't keep up with your train of thought.
Grunky. Poor Grunky reached for the light, the soul into halves little lanterns, and in that light, in the end, led me into darkness. I still don't understand much, but I'm sure of this. I found the path by touch, and I touched something most important. And I will never let that important thing slip again, whether I'm in the polyhedron or in a cage at the warehouses. The difference isn't as great as it seems in the light.
I'm glad for you, truly, and still, I'm going to look for a way out of here. Oh, this bitch. Oh, he's still gone. Oh, no, he's back.
Every dog has his day.
How bright and sharp everything is. Unbelievable. Here in the material world. How quickly it seems one can break the habit of dictatorship of the eye.
You can see? Your sight's back? All right, look at my finger.
Everything's all right, Dr. Denkowski. Exactly like when a light suddenly comes on in a dark room. Oh, no. Do worry. The microscope is cracked. Forgive me.
I have never seen this event. I'm happy to help.
Fucking Kane just slipped outside of the bounds of reality.
To hell with the microscope. How do you feel? Perhaps it was worth the microscope. An experiment always involves risk. Can't believe Pathodevs heard you complain about the amalgam and put in a free full refill quest.
Right? They're counter-programming it. They sent me Kane and were like, fine, this fucker wants amalgam, here. You think so too? Wonderful. But let me try to repair it. It may not happen right away, but I know a bit about optics. I'll try. I've still got to live out the hours in this cage somehow.
Even now, you won't leave the cage.
Now, especially not. I only crossed the boundary by bracing myself against limits. Without the polyhedron's magic, without Uncle Simon carrying me. I did it myself. Do you understand? All by myself, when I hardly had anything, only a nut, some little lanterns, and your microscope I beg for. A little farther, and I won't need even that.
I know you won't stop now. Take care of yourself, all right? Will you tell me later what else you manage? I'm intrigued.
A tool for future seeing. Smash the microscope. Oh, what a cool note to end on, though. Dream or delusion?
There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
Oh, that was so cool.
I'd rather not hear this.
I'm gonna real quick head back to the hospital based on what Scoop said, saying that Yakov might have more to say now that I've diagnosed him and that the other patient bugs out. Oh, hey.
Yes, I must, okay.
All right, Step Fam, let's smash that microphone button. What up, my odongs? It's Dr. Daniil Dankovsky out here doing fucking Twirene, fucking shotgunning Twirene, doing lines of Swevery. Let's fucking go.
You're back, Doctor. Then we can still do it. I think we can. I've found the second patient. That means we have the necessary minimum for the vaccine.
You're burning the candle on both ends, Yakov. I see that you're working again when I explicitly recommended rest.
I cannot rest when we finally have a chance. The patient is Kira, a woman of learning. She arrived here on her own accord, not as a patient, though, as a petitioner. She said she had some business with you. I noticed she had a fever and I took a blood sample on the off chance. And yes, she has the plague.
Take a break, Yakov, for your own sake. I'll take it from here. The last patient. Let's
pop out, pop in. Story saved. Oh, man. God, that mirror scene was so cool. That mirror scene was awesome. Going into the fucking Shadowverse with Kane. Oh, good shit. After a little bit of a frustrating start, that was a really cool end. Oh, shit. Just before we go. Oh, Mr. Shape. Mr. Boy. Buddy. Oh, there you are. Hi. These ones are from Annie Danny. Yeah. You get a little bit of a treat right at the end here. God, he eats so fast. I love that that corner of the cat tree is also cleaner because he licks it clean every time. Who doesn't love to see the boy? He's here. He's been in and out a lot. He was definitely sleeping on the bed. Look at him go. Bye. All right. He's knocked over your mushy boy. Yeah, he has, but he's still visible. Hanging out. Yeah, you met Annie Danny a few times. You know him. But yeah. As always, thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. It feels like we're getting into an end game now here, but I do have a feeling that we're going to need to be doing some amalgam bouncing around at the very end here. Yeah, that's right. He did watch him when he came to visit. Or when I went to visit you. Anyway. Yeah, as always, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Vibes, Annie Danny, Pegasus Bat Spider, Scoop, Omnis Nya. Everybody being here is always just... I'm wowed every time that people want to hang out while I do this dumb shit. So, it means a lot, and I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your Thursday, everybody, and I will see you next week as we continue to delve in to Pathologic Zone and figure out what the fuck any of that was all about. Bye, everybody. Hey, if you stuck around to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you want to help support me in making more of this, You can follow me on Twitch, where I stream these live. Like, comment, and subscribe. I suspect you all know how this works by now, but it really does help a lot. Thanks.